don't pull it towards you. If you pull it towards you, you'll get cut. If you're here. If you pull it away, would I get cut?
No.
Huh? No. So always remember, when you handle a knife, especially when you're in a bush and you're alone, you don't want to hurt yourself. Always be careful. Watch what you're doing. Make sure you know what you're doing before you go out. Don't just jump in a boat and go hunting without knowing what you're going to do. Make plans. When you plan things, nothing can go wrong. If something does happen, something goes wrong, you got the material, you got the things to work with. If you don't have nothing to work with, well, then it's pretty hard to fix a motor if you don't have a tool. You can't use your fingers, you're trying to take that bolt out. So always prepare yourself. Whatever you do, prepare for yourself, and then you can't go wrong. So what we're doing right now is we're just taking the hide, we call it. So it's not only that they eat, they consume. Okay? Our people used to clothe themselves. They used to make jackets, they use moccasins. That's how they used to live. Okay, we didn't go to the store and wouldn't buy a shirt and a pants and whatnot. The woman, you know where they get the thread from? They get the thread from remember when Nathan was talking about the sirloin? In the sirloin right here, there's strips. There's little strips like this because the moose has got the deer has to move its body. And there's strings of muscle there. And those strings of muscle, they used to cut them like this and use those for thread. You know what they use the needles for? Porcupine. You know those porcupines with that shoot the quills out? Yeah. They swing their tail around and they shoot the quills. Well, those quills, those are where used to be needles. They use those for needles. Okay? We used to have a lot of porcupines here, but all of a sudden they disappeared like everything else. We used to have a lot of barren caribou. You know what barren caribou are? They're the ones that migrate from up north over here, from the Arctic all the way, sometimes here. My dad told me in 1946 was the last time they seen barren caribou out here in the lake. They used to come and drink water right in the water holes that they used to make to get water. Because those days was you don't turn a tap. Those days you had to go down a hill, make a hole in the ice, and get water and bring it up. That's what you used to wash yourself with. You cook with it. Okay? That's how we used to do it. We didn't have no turning water like this, anything like that. Even the lights, we didn't have no lights until 61. Although we had a power plant over here at Allen Falls, it was generated in 1930 already. Okay, all these things you have to know, so I didn't see that. But I was involved, I was there. I went and cut wood. Furnaces, no furnaces. You had to go out in the bush, cut wood, bring them home, cut them in blocks, chop them up, haul them in, then haul water. So, when I was a young guy like you guys, I was doing that already. That was my chore. If I don't do that, well, I'm going to freeze all night. no fire, no heat. So there's a lot of things you have to learn. Right now you're not learning it. Nobody is telling you how things was at that time. Right now you guys have it easy. It's easy right now. Everything is easy right now. You go to the store, and buy things, you get money and buy things. Me, $1, 25 cents I can buy 4 things. 25 cents I can buy 4 things. You guys, you can't even buy nothing for 25 cents. That's how it was. Question?
Okay, when you
Okay.
remember.
Go ahead.
Afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anybody wanna ask?
sorry, Bob. As you can see, when you're taking the legs off, you wanna go around, like the way Bob cut it around, and then you'll make a line down here, and then start taking the hide off the leg. He's gonna do that to both legs, and then he's gonna start working down the side there. So always remember, when you get an animal, like Tony said, you gotta take the insides out, otherwise your meat will be no good. The next thing you wanna do, go around the leg here, go down like I said, and then make sure you go over halfway. Because with a moose, it's hard to flip them over. You don't wanna flip them over too many times. So make sure you go past the spine. So do one whole side, flip them to the other side.
Yeah, how these things have to, you have to make sure you have to do it properly. Do step by step. Right now, what I'm doing is, I'm trying to take the hide out right now. I'm working on the hide. Same time, as I go by, I'm taking the legs out.
And like Bob mentioned before, every part of the animal was used, the brain, everything.
Yeah, the brain is used for, when you do your hide, you soak it in water in a pot, in a tub. You put your hide in there and you put water on it, and then you put the brain in. The brain's in the,
Half an hour.
and when you do that, you preserve the hide. And the hide, it doesn't get stiff. It's nice and soft. And when you use this hide, when you use it that way, this thing will be waterproof. If you don't use it that way, it's not gonna be waterproof. There's a reason why you use those things. Everything, there's a reason. Okay? These are good things to remember, those things.
Okay, we're gonna do a little pop quiz here. Who can remember what the back legs are called?
Quarters.
Oh, they're all 4 of them are quarters.
Hind quarters.
Hind quarters, thank you. And the front ones are? Front.
Front quarters.
There you go. Hind quarters, front quarters. Okay.
Oh, these two are nice. That's a good, the meat will be good.
Their mom's working.
In the kitchen. You guys will be going in the kitchen after recess.
A spoon for Richard.
You make me eat you guys.
Did you get the iPhone 11?
Johnson?
Johnson, come over here. Here's Johnson.
You know how to handle a knife, Johnson?
Yep.
Okay.
You go in here and you take the skin off. Be careful, okay?
You see the way he's holding it?
You don't have to go fast, it's your time.
Yeah,
It's not a
you take your
speed
time.
thing.
There you go, good man.
Pull like the hide
Your
more.
fur, yeah, agree with you.
Pull the hide more. There we go. the way, Johnson. Watch Johnson. Look at what he's doing. That's how you clean a moose. Don't use the knife to come toward you. Always away. Use the knife to go away, honey. That's why it's nice to be careful in what you're doing. Whatever you're cleaning. Either it's a rabbit, a chicken, or anything like that.
Usually when you're doing a moose and you wanna be faster, you usually get like two guys just pulling the hide, and then some guy with the knife just goes faster.
Same as ours.
What would happen if they didn't have enough space? What would happen if we had 30 kids in the classroom here?
Sort of frozen out.
It'd be crowded and you guys wouldn't be very happy, right? You never know, might get sick, I don't know. So same thing with deer. If there's too many of them, they're gonna get sick.
Deer and moose in the spring, they start getting, what do you call it? Bugs. It's not very good to hunt moose in the spring.
Oh yeah, that one too.
These deer also get sick in the wild, okay? They also get sick, there's special bugs that will kill them. It's called chronic wasting disease, okay? And they get sick also, okay? So we gotta keep the environment, clean. That's why they say, how come we're cleaning? We didn't put this mess. We kinda did because we're the humans. The deer didn't put the mess, it's the humans. So that's why we do environmental, we do Earth Day, make sure you protect Mother Earth.
That's where you go, like sometimes in the spring and the fall, if you want to clean up.
That's good there, Bob, we'll stop there on that side. We'll flip them over, we'll get those two legs off, this way the other guys can see that part too.
It's getting up here so I can take the hand for it.
Oh, hurry up.
I just told the kids to take it easy.
Are they gonna have a deer, are they gonna?
Yeah, well, actually, that's why I'm trying to get him to cut a leg off, these guys.
So what they're gonna do is that he's gonna take some meat, right, and they're gonna go cook some food and you're gonna have a.
Well, actually,
lunch.
the guys who are in the kitchen right now, they're gonna eat some meat and some bannock. Then when you guys go to the kitchen, they'll cut a leg off and you guys will try some in there too. Alright?
That's what
Well,
we're
it's up
gonna
to
do
you if
right
you want it.
now.
You don't have to, you don't want to. If any of you tried moose meat before, it's pretty well the same thing.
Ooh, blanket.
Yeah, blankets.
But not a blanket.
What I do, I just flip it over now. I'm gonna take the hindquarters out. Okay? That way you keep your meat clean. Hair away, as much hair you want. You don't want that much hair on your meat. Okay? Sometimes you can avoid it, but sometimes you could. Now, I'm gonna take this hindquarter, huh? You call it a hindquarter? I'm gonna take this
Are you
hindquarter.
gonna hand us quarters? Oh, I want
Hey Bob, we just need something to garbage up.
Ah, okay, thank you. The hindquarter.
So there's a hindquarter, you see? That's 1/4. If you have 2 quarters and 3 quarters and 4 out of 4, that's 1. That's that one moose. That's the one we get stuck on, is that one there, you know, that. The concept. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's that connection is the concept.
Here's the hindquarter.
Does it look like a quarter?
Hindquarter, yo.
Why is it called, why are they called quarters, guys?
Because they're worth money.
Because there's 4 of them. That's why, Sean. Okay?
Ooh, $1.
Okay, is that where I stopped using? And then,
Hey, hey Bob, if you eat that quarter, I'll give you $1.
You would believe. No, children will eat it.
Hey.